I'm glad you're sitting here with us today. I had a question come up. One of my friends has a house, and their shingles called Capstone, and they need some of them replaced. And I guess he talked to his friend who owns a roofing company, and he said that shingles discontinued. What do you do if you run into that, where you just need a small replacement, maybe a small section, but your shingles discontinued?
Okay, yeah, so this is what we actually run into, actually more now than ever, is that capstone shingles are discontinued. There's also several other discontinued shingles and colors of shingles and things like that. So insurance company has to go back with like, kind, and quality. And so with a capstone, if it's discontinued, you can't find that shingle anymore anywhere.
So are you allowed to mix and match?
No,
shingles?
so you have to find a shingle, because it's staggered lay, and so you can't just lay a shingle with it, any kind of shingle, because it's not going to match. And so if you even have a minor amount of hail damage on a roof like that, I can't go in and patch it. I can't even fix it, not on any level. And so the insurance company actually has to pay to replace the full roof, even with minor damage. If it's leaking on any form or fashion, even if there's just metal to the like metal damage in your valleys, in your W valley, that constitutes a replacement, because we have to replace 3 feet of shingles on each side of that W valley, and so that constitutes a full replacement of that roof.
Excellent. I'm glad you answered that, because there's probably a lot of people that are dealing with a similar issue to that.
And just a kind of a note on the side note to that is that so insurance companies will come out and they will pay for the roof if it's discontinued, but a lot of times, 90% of the time, they actually pay the incorrect price for the shingle, because there is no Xactimate lined item for a capstone. Like they can't call and get pricing profiles from.
Explain Exactimate for our viewers here really quick.
Exactimate is a fair market value system that determines pricing for contractors and insurance companies.
Okay.
So they use.
So you're all on the same page.
Yes, pricing and measurements and things like that to get the roof replaced, to get screens, everything else done. But a lot of times insurance companies pay the lowest price because they don't know the pricing profile for Exactimate. We actually have the documentation to prove the pricing profile. Not everybody does. And so you do want to get a comparable shingle to what you have. And if you don't get the correct price for the comparable shingle, then you won't get a comparable shingle on your roof. And you don't ever want to downplay your shingle. Unless you're, moving, you just don't want that shingle.
Is it fair to say your insurance company might try and get you to go with a cheaper shingle if you have something that's a higher profile?
Well, it just depends on your insurance company. I mean,
Okay.
Honestly, and it depends on the agent and stuff like that. A lot of times they're going to tell you to go back with an impact-resistant roof because it saves you 20% on your premium. What they don't tell you is that you have to sign a cosmetic waiver to have that impact-resistant. Now, that's not with every insurance company, but it's starting to be more prevalent. And so that would basically say that if there's minor damage to your roof, then they wouldn't be liable to pay for it if it had a hailstorm come through, because it's impact resistant. Well, it's only impact resistant up to golf ball. Sometimes it's bigger than that to tennis ball, but that's talking about our high end, like Glenwoods and stuff like that, high end thick shingles.
Thank you.